So in this car, the rear defroster does not work. If I try to use it, the light goes on, and then the light goes off after a certain amount of time, so that the timing circuit is working, but it does not do anything on the rear windshield. So we're going to look at the wiring diagram so we can get an idea of where to start. So here's the wiring diagram for this circuit. This right here is the switch on the console, or the button rather. So you press the button, it closes this contact. So now current can flow through this fuse, which is hot and run. It goes through this fuse, through the timing circuit. This is the thing that will shut off the heater after a certain amount of time. This also energizes this coil. This coil then flips this switch and creates a contact here, which means current will flow from this fuse, which is hot at all times, 30 amp, down here, and then through the rear defogger to ground. But it'll also go, this is a diode, so it only lets current go from right to left. It'll also flow this way, which illuminates that, and then goes to ground. So we're going to start from the end. We're going to see if the rear defogger has power. So we just need to probe here and ground and see what kind of voltage we're getting. So here we are inside the car. This is where the voltage comes from the dashboard into the grid. And there's a plug here, and all you have to do is just pull it back, and it's just one wire. So we're going to take our multimeter, set it to 20 volts DC. You probably won't be able to read it, but I'll tell you what it is. And turn the key to the on position and press the defog. So we're just going to probe this with the positive wire, and then our negative wire, I'm just going to touch this bracket in the door right here, and I'm going to show you where that is in a second. Because anything that's on the chassis is grounded. So let's do that. Let's see what we're getting. Okay, so we're getting a little less than 5 volts here. So this should be 12 volts. It looks like there's not enough power going to here, so that tells me there's excessive resistance in the circuit. So we're going to probe through. Okay, so here's where we are at. We've already shown that we are getting power here, but it is a low voltage. I think it was around 5 volts. It should be 12 volts. So, and we know this timing circuit works, and we know the light works. So we know that the whole circuit is intact. But what that low power is telling me is that there's excessive resistance that's causing a voltage drop between here and where it's coming from. So we need to find where this excessive resistance is coming from. Okay, so now that we've established that the problem is probably with the wiring of the actual unit behind the dash, we need to take the dashboard apart. So that's what we're going to do now. So the first two guys we're going to get is in the glove box, and it's these two bolts here that are, I think they're 10, either 10s or 8s. So we're going to get these two right here. Then we have another one to the right here, holding this on. After that, if you peel this back on the side, take it off, and you go to the side, let's get my light in there. On this car they broke off, but there should be one right there where that little blue marking is. But in this car the tab broke off. And then on the driver's side you have the same sort of thing. I can pull this off. And there's, again, this car is missing a lot. So there's one right there. And then after you get those out, we're going to go up here. And there is one right in the middle right here. And then when you take that out, there's one on each side underneath of this. Okay, so I'm going to do these ones in the glove box first. Use a magnet tool so you don't drop it by mistake. Now we have this one in the front of the glove box. And for me there's nothing over here, but this is the one you would do next. Okay, so now we have this one up here. It's just right in the middle, Philip said. And now this little grating comes off. Throw that to the side. And there's a bolt on each side. On this car it's broken right here, but we have one right here. Now we have one on the driver's side over there. Oh, I forgot, it's missing. But if it wasn't, it would be right here. Okay, now this whole top part should just come off. Okay, so now this centerpiece needs to come off so we can get to the controls of this. There's a screw right here on the top that holds this on. This car, once again, it's missing. Pretty much all these screws are missing in this car. I don't know why. But just carefully pry this off. And they make tools especially for this called panel removers. Go. Now the outlet here is plugged in and it's hot at all times, or at least it's either hot at all times or when the key's in the run position. So just go behind it, and there it's kind of like a claw, so just move each arm off of the connector. There it goes. So now we're just going to take this and get it out. Also be careful of the little dimmer switch down here. Now we are ready to take out the HVAC unit. You can see it's held on by a bolt on each side. So we are going to take those off.